And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throw left side to start out. That's complete. Touchdown! Jeremy Ruckert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 43 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. But that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Jets 42, Commanders 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll go play action. Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. And quickly, they get to the line. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Thomas brings it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Howell. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A quick throw caught by Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Powell out of the shotgun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Powell now to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Powell from the gun. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So after the fourth down conversion, now first and 10 inside the 25. Again, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They work now on 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Rodgers throwing here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now they go play action with Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 50 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Howell. This is caught by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. It's Howell with another throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports.